Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at the Harbor Freight 16 slot wrench rack from Pittsburgh. If you're a neat freak like me and you like to keep your tools organized, you'll be interested in this tool. This is a very affordable way to clean up and organize your tool drawer instead of having it look like a mess like this right here. Harbor Freight has two wrench racks to choose from. This 16 slot plastic rack that retails for $6.99 or a 14-slot metal rack that retails for $8.99. You can get them even cheaper if you use a 20% or a 30% off coupon. Now, I looked at both racks at the store, and I chose the plastic one because it gave me 2 extra slots and it saved me $2. But seriously, the main reason I chose the plastic one is that the metal one had these tabs that hold the wrenches. They were not very well finished. They were rather sharp, actually, and I didn't want to take a chance on that metal rack randomly cutting me at some point. The last thing I need is to have a tool organizer give me a tetanus infection, so I opted against that rack. If you want the metal rack, I suggest you look at it closely in the store before you buy it, because they may have improved it by now, I don't know, but when I looked at it, that problem was persistent in several of the racks that I saw there in the store. Besides, both of the racks come with lifetime warranty, so if I break this one, I take it back and I can get a new one. So it's not a big deal to me. So let's take a closer look at the features of this wrench rack, and later in this video, I will show you how to make your own wrench organizer for free as a DIY project. But before we do that, if you enjoy watching honest tool and product reviews, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I produce a new product, tool, or video review. Alright, so let's look and see what we have here. Now, before I purchased this, I did a little bit of shopping around, and this was the least expensive rack that I could get for organizing the wrenches in my drawers. When I bought these wrenches, they had not really an organizer, but they had a plastic container that held them in place. But that was mostly for selling them. It really did not work as an organizer after you opened it up and, were using it on a more regular basis. So I had to come up with something a little bit better. So this one has 16 slots, like I said. It can be used for both metric or SAE. The sizes are stamped right on the plastic. I don't know if you'll be able to see it right there or not, but the sizes are labeled right on there, making it easy for you to know exactly where to put your given wrenches. It has these built-in springs, which are pretty stiff, but they pop back and forth. I really haven't had to use them much, but they do pop back and forth. It can be laid flat in a drawer just like this, or you can wall mount it if you want to, like that, because it does have 2 screw holes back here, so you can mount it on the wall if you choose to do that. It holds both open end, closed end, or combo wrenches, and it works best. My experience has been it works best with the Pittsburgh wrenches. Being sold by Harbor Freight, they made it obviously to work best with their tools. But it will work with just about any wrench out there, except if you have angled wrenches like this, or if you have a round wrench like this. So these are kind of out of the question. They just will not fit in there. So forget about those for now. But mostly what I have are, and the rack that I purchased this rack for my SAE wrenches. My metric wrenches already came with a rack similar to this, so I didn't need it. But that's not neither here nor there. But the thing is, my wrenches are mostly Craftsman tools. And if you notice, Craftsman designed it with this big raised area in the middle. So that makes it a little hard in some cases to get them in there. If you happen to position it properly in the slot that it belongs, you can see where that big bump can make it a little hard to try to get it in there. I mean, you can force it, you can fight with it and force it to go in there. But that's probably not a good idea on a regular basis trying to get them in and out, because you'll eventually break it. So what I do is I just put it like on the next size up so that that big ridge is not fighting with the tabs. And then it generally goes into place a whole lot easier. So I'm not using it per se in the exact sizes that they belong in, but it doesn't matter because I don't have all 16 slots to fill up. So for me, it works fine in that case. As you can see, it goes in so much easier and smoother if I don't have to fight that big metal ridge in the middle. But if you have Pittsburgh tools or any other wrench that is flat in the middle, for example, right here, this Mission Tools wrench, it is just like a Pittsburgh. The same design as a Pittsburgh. So it doesn't matter where you put it, it works perfectly. No problem at all. It works fine. So if you have Pittsburgh, Mission, Snap-on, any other Husky even, whichever one it is that has a flat design with no ridge in the middle, you'll be able to use it with no trouble whatsoever. And, even double-ended box wrenches like this, no trouble at all. Pops right in, no trouble. So, very convenient rack. Very easy to use. It helps keep everything organized. For $6-7 and cheaper, if you happen to find a coupon and you can use it for that, I think it's a great way to keep your drawer organized instead of having a mess like this where you have to fumble around trying to find whatever size you need. With this, you just look at it visually, you can see the sizes and grab it and away you go. So that's a pretty cheap, good way to keep everything organized. I recommend it. Alright, so I said I was going to show you a DIY method that you can organize your tools yourself if you don't want to go with this route. If this takes up too much room in your drawer and you want something even smaller and cheaper, check out this idea. Maybe you've already come up with this idea, maybe you haven't, but I have all these combo wrenches that I keep together and there's only a few of them, so I came up with this method right there. It's easy because you keep it straight up in your drawer. It only takes a space of one wrench you're building up, or you can lay it sideways if you want to, like that. But this is the easiest way you can keep them all together. Get yourself a big screw, a lag bolt or something with a nut on the end and a washer, and that's it. Away you go. That's all you need. And pull them apart, use them. When you're done, put them back together, no problem. There you see, a big screw with a washer. Doesn't have to be heavy duty, industrial, anything. You're just holding them together so you can keep them organized. And that's all it is. Find the size that suits your needs and away you go. Tighten it up a little bit and you're done. You're done. You can even hang it on the wall. If you put a nail in the middle of it, you can hang it on the wall. So that's the easiest, cheapest way you can make an organizer for your drawer, hanging it on the wall, your wrenches. It generally helps if you have a closed end wrench. Generally works with a closed end. Not going to work with that side, definitely not. So, hope that helps you out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review and the DIY project. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified of all future videos I produce. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.